Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those who do not feel represented by an oppressive gender binary, hello and welcome. I'm the Eternal September, you're whoever the hell you say you are, and I love that for you. Let's play a video game. Specifically, let's play Roboquest. Pardon me. Tip off the battery. So, this is... Let's go over here so you can see my beautiful face. This is my offline FPS choice when I just want to sit down and have something twitchy to do. It's good for clearing the mind in certain ways. It's an incredibly useful tool in the kit. And also, I think it's just a good, fun game to play. So I'm going to play this good, fun game. I'm going to be playing this good, fun game here today, Monday, if you're seeing this the day it goes up or watching live. Hello, by the way, if you're watching live. Hello, if you're a VOD watcher. I hope you're having a pleasant time in your life currently, given the state of all the things. I had a point I was making, but it's completely gone now. Let's play Roboquest. Oh, right. I'm going to be playing this today and possibly Friday, and then next week Remy's going to start the next long play thing. But we like doing little one-offs in between, like, longer experiences as a way to just... There you go. It's running away. You weren't capturing. As a way to just sort of cleanse the palate between, like, multi-week chunks, right? And should we be hearing Roboquest? Oh, there we go. Oh, this game probably has music that I haven't actually listened to in a long time. That's sort of how I play... Yep, that's sort of just how I play video games after a certain period of time, where I've heard all the tracks, like, over and over again. I just sort of tune the sound down and then put on a playlist of my own devising. Unless it's something, you know, where you need the music in order to play it, like a Rhythm Heaven. Love Rhythm Heaven. So what are we doing? Well, we're, do we have a name? I think we have a name, I just can't remember what it is right now. We're a great big robot that Mechs, who... I don't know where Mechs is. I don't know. We'll see them when we just get into the game, so let's just get into the game. That Mechs built to keep them safe as they wander the desert wastes around here. And we're gonna do that. With the power of awesome weaponry. What do we have? Let's look at our initial box. We have the Dragoon Mortar. I don't particularly like that because I don't like the sort of lobbing effects. The Rhino LMG, which is heavy. The Hornet Bow, which is single shot. The Tomahawk. I'm very unexcited about all four of these prospects. Let's take a step back and see if our upgrades help us with anything. Time Grasp reduces deploy cooldown, increases fire rate, increases heavy weapon damage, and reduces their speed penalty by 5. Actually, if we take this, that might make the LMG good to take. Increases reload speed and movement speed. Yeah, let's do that. So the game is a sort of typical FPS. It's just very smooth, and I like a lot of the enemy designs, and also this gorgeous cel-shaded environments. Are they cel-shaded? I actually don't know what that... Actually, I'm unsure about that. You might notice that it's a little bit choppy, and that's because it's a little bit choppy. That's largely my rig. As a matter of fact, can we turn down any settings to make that go a little bit better? Because I hadn't actually taken into account the fact that streaming would make the whole thing become worse because it's all going off the same laptop video card. I'll just clear out the room real quick so we'll have a little room to run that. Settings. These are game settings. We want video settings. Display mode borderless, field of view, graphics quality. We can turn that down to medium almost certainly. Do you want to save the modified settings? Yes, please and thank you. That is why I modified them. Oh, yeah, that's going okay. We'll see what happens when we have a lot of enemies on screen at once. What I like about this game is it's really brain off for me. I'm actually having to remember to speak. That this is supposed to be an entertainment enterprise or something, and I'm supposed to be charming. It's just really easy to get into that flow state. Or it is for me specifically. I'm not here to tell you how to flow. Or hustle. Pick up one power cell. Okay, so let's explain what's happening in the video game a little bit, because I've just been running and gunning, which is mostly what the game is. You're trying to get... You start at one end of the level, you're trying to get to the other one. There's some paths and branches, but mostly it's just get from one end to the other, don't die. It's a roguelike, so this power cell is our... one of our shop... Where is the fucking word? Currency. There it is. Knew it was in there somewhere. Just had to rattle it around a bit. Our other one is wrenches, which are persistent. I don't think that power cells are persistent from run to run, although I could be wrong. It's actually been a little while since I played it. Oh, hey, Mechs. Maybe this time we could try dealing more damage than we're going to take. Listen, I'm doing my best. What do we have in here? A splasher rifle, a kaboom grenade, a fountain pen, and a blunderbuss. I like the splasher rifle a lot. Oh, it even has a right-click that does a shotgun blast. Neat. Okay. Cool roll. Let's look at our perk. We get a perk after a certain degree of kills and exploration. Chromatic Tempest. Actually, let's back out of here. I sort of just jumped in. So, there's different classes you can choose. I am being the engineer. And the reason I am being the engineer is because the engineer can deploy these little, I almost called them goblin bots. And I don't see why I shouldn't. It deploys these little goblin bots that just float around and deal damage and distract enemies, which is nice. I also have... Oh, there it is. I put it on the thumb button on the mouse. That makes sense. Easy to use. A long-range laser thing like that. And... is that about all I need to say for the robot? I'm pretty sure it is. Let's have a look at our perks. Chromatic Tempest. Choose an element, increases all damage of that element. Every 0.4 seconds deals damage of that element to all enemies nearby. So we just get a tick that goes off like every half a second. Triple Blaster. Blaster fire. Pardon me. Blaster fires 2 additional projectiles, but the damage is decreased by 1 and generates 1 less scrap. Explosions have 40% chance to trigger a second time with increased radius but decreased damage. Or Chromatic Suit. Choose an element. Gathering scrap generates charges. When fully charged, it increases your armor and triggers an explosion of that element when taking damage, consuming all charges. I think we take Chromatic Tempest because literally that every half a second tick of a elemental damage type is super useful. Because we can choose from the 3 things: fire or shock or cryo. Fire burns, as you might expect. It's a damage tick over time. It's fire in a video game. It works the way it's usually worked. Shock has a chance to stun if it reaches a certain threshold, and cryo slows and then freezes in place enemies. I like just dealing the burn, so let's deal the burn. Here's our upgradesman, Chef Paul. How you doing, Chef? Gonna upgrade our weapons really quick, which we do with our power cells. We can also reroll the affixes. The affixes are the things there underneath the info pane for the Rhino. Has bouncing projectiles, deals extra damage. I don't think I want to take a chance on rolling that. And I really liked the affixes for the Splasher rifles, so. Here are some perks we can just buy. Credit card. Shooting has 10% chance to refund 1 ammo or 5% energy. A piece of cake. One moment. Delicious acid. Freezing an enemy deals 31 burn damage over time to them, to the enemy. Ah, dang. I wish I had taken cryo then. Oops. That's fine, we can probably find something else that will give us some freeze damage. Or bull. Every 6 seconds your next shot fires an explosive marking projectile. Actually, yes. Actually perfect. As a matter of fact, thank you. We have a choice of roads. We can go to the ruins, the oasis, and the quarry. I find that it is roughly that in terms of difficulty. Let's just be easy and take the ruins. Please get out. Thank you. They are sort of simple. There's not a lot fancy to them, but I really like the robot designs in this game. I like that they all have that big central eye as a sort of defining feature and also a clear indicator of where the weakness is. And even with the fact that every single one of these, not every single one, but the vast majority of these enemies is shape with red eye in the middle of it, they do a lot with those shapes. There's a caterpillar person later. I cannot wait to show you the caterpillar enemy. Actually, I think we won't see the caterpillar enemy because that's in a... That would have been Oasis. I would have had to take an Oasis, I think. Yep. Well, just got hit by some bombs. That's fine. It has been suggested to me that you should try to take out the turrets first when you enter a room because they deal a shit ton of damage, and indeed they do. I just can't remember to I just can't remember to on the fly sometimes. Please get out. I think we missed one? No, the goblin bots got it. Wonderful. Yeah, so we are scored on the amount of XP we earn, which is basically analogous to kills, and time taken. Stop doing that. And we didn't do great, largely because largely just because sitting and talking through it takes up time, but, you know, it's a stream, and I don't actually care how I do. We got an extra electropod. I never call these things anything. Oop. I got too greedy and jumped too hard, and it sort of froze in midair. That's fine. Oh, we can upgrade the quality of our guns if we want. You are, you stick to your hookah, bud. Yeah, let's upgrade the splasher rifle to blue. Up from green. In the traditional RPG color / rarity matrix. Grandma Shotgun, Dragon Mortar, those are not better than the weapons I have currently. Or we can take Lemon. Taking damage increases movement speed and fire rate. Or Ugly Tie increases all damage by 10% against bosses, which I am pretty sure power cells, not electropods. Which I'm pretty sure is a Disco Elysium reference. Oh, we could gamble with this friend right here for our, or with our persistent wrench things. But we don't have enough to get all the way to the top of that, line, because it starts at 6, and then it starts at 6 wrenches per spin, and then steadily gets more. So to get all the way up to like the big final spin, we'd have to have like 140 or something like that. I did the math once and then promptly forgot it, because that's what the brain does with numbers. They just sort of discard it. Please get. Please go. Oh, we have an upgrade real quick before we go through that door. Frontliner, while at least one enemy is within 7.5 meters, increases armor. Sharpened Wits increases critical damage. Black Powder increases explosion damage. We're not really doing explosions. Gluttony. This is always worth taking, in my estimation. Increases healing cells and repair robot efficiency by 15%, so it just makes it easier to heal. Things get easy, things get done. I dislike that enemy very much. I can't show them to you because I took them out. It's a little box with sort of a light box in the front of it instead of the big red eye, and when it goes off, it not blinds, but it makes everything black and white and puts a sort of haze around the edges of the screen. It makes everything very difficult to see. That on top of all of the precision dodging I'm having to do currently. Oop. Because it is a very enclosed space, and there are a lot of robots in here. Oh, that one. I just hit around a corner so it won't get me. There we go. And now you're done. Oh, that's fun. I just experienced a nice bit of pop-in. Or maybe it was always there and I just didn't notice. Who knows? I'm telling you, friends, it's brain off with Roboquest. It's absolutely a compliment. Oh, let's get out of their goblin bot while we have the time. While we're not being actively shot at. So there are those, you see those sort of monorail-looking things just above the shooting field here. So first of all, any rail like that you can grind on if you can get up to it. I'll demonstrate here in a moment. Actually, this lets us get up above the level. This is a lot of the sort of exploration thing that the game does. Like, you can actually get up into the upper level of most of the levels I've seen. And there are, what are they? They're walkie-talkies or communicators or PDAs or something. They have little lore tidbits. The story of the game, largely, is that humanity suffered some bullshit at the hands of a malevolent AI, and now sort of lives, over in the fringes of the wastelands, because everywhere that's green, more or less, is covered with these folks. I should go back and read all of those lore tidbits sometime. I haven't in a while. Oh right, we do have a slide. You jump at the end of it and go massively high. Yeah. Another blinder right around the corner. There we go. Gotcha. Why aren't I using the splasher rifle more? I bothered to upgrade it. There we go. So this is why I like the splasher rifle, because A, it shoots 3 projectiles at once, and B, those projectiles are like tennis balls that bounce along the ground until they finally manage to hit something. It is a great way to not have to care too much about where you're aiming. Hey, level up. Let's grab all of these health circles and then figure that out. New perk, Scrap Snacks. Using deploy increases the goblin bot's fire rate by 70% for 6 seconds. Gun Diet increases fire rate by 15%. On last 50% of ammo increases weapon damage by 35%. Scrap Explosion increases critical damage by 25%. Taking down an enemy with critical damage triggers an explosion. Or we can increase the maximum amount of goblin bots we can summon. I'm really torn between increasing our goblin bots and just doing explosion damage with criticals. That sounds very good. Yeah, let's do that. I took the critical damage. We're just gonna hop over this way. Well, no, apparently we're gonna jump into the acid instead. It's not, well, I swear to you I'm jumping. There's a whole button for it and everything. Let's take that extra upgrade we just picked up. Increases weapons auto-critical chance by 15. Well, that dovetails really nicely with the critical thing we just took, didn't we? Well, not didn't we? Wouldn't it? And it would. Lucky shot. Rapier. Have I ever fucking played a run with the rapier? I'm almost certain I haven't. Do I want to? Not right now. Let's have, like, a good run, and then we can get silly after I die. Just gotta kind of push our way back. We should release some more goblin bots in the meantime. Just gotta wait for that tick up to 1. There we go. Don't talk to me or my goblin sons ever again. Oh, we're right next to the fucking safe zone. Okay. What do we have? Purchase potato. Increases explosion damage by 10%. Octopus plush increases pickup gathering range by 35%. That's nice. Or battery increases energy weapons damage by 10%. Both of these are really good for us. The potato's good because we do the critical explosion thing, and increasing the magnet range is just good generally. Let's take that extra damage. We're out of power cells. I don't know why I'm looking at the rest of the things we could shop for. We could just pick up a power cell. We could get a stool. While crouched, increases weapons accuracy by 50% and damage by 15%. Oh, I presume because we're using the stool as a tripod? So, yeah. Tommy gun. I do like the Tommy gun. 20% chance to fire a shotgun blast and deals cryo damage. Honestly, I think so. Freezing an enemy has 20% chance to take a cryo explosion. Yeah, let's take the Tommy gun because it's a lot more accurate than the LMG is, and that means we can critical faster and get the explosions to happen, and also it does freeze damage, so now we're doing 2 out of the 3 damage types. You do not get a prize if you get all 3, I just think it's fun. Get out. Hey. Ow, okay, get down. Oh no, please. I really thought that the smoke cloud would have stopped that blinder from blinding me. I can't see through it. That means that I shouldn't be able to see through it to get blinded, but okay. Oh, no, get down. Stop doing that. Oh good, frozen in midair. That's fun. Keep forgetting that I have that blaster available to me. So I just started blasting. Oh, that's part of why I'm not doing as much damage as I feel I should, because my goblin bots died at some point, and I forgot to bring them back. Well, that's fine. So here's the thing: if you take your eye off of the ball even a little bit, it's pretty unforgiving. You can die very, very quickly. But that's generally what the game's like. Let's go again. Let's goof around. Let's find a really, really fun weapon to take. Or a really wacky thing that I don't usually use. Hi, Paul. You're just adorable. Is the thing. Alright. Let's do a little bit of a hop. Like Google has crashed. Alright, what's in here? The Bandito gun. 50% critical damage after dealing critical damage, and also has a massive magazine. Does it? Where does it say it's magazine size? I'd have to actually pick it up to know. Junk rifle. I like the junk rifle. Fires a bouncing explosive grenade. Sounds good. The blunderbuss, which is a blunderbuss. But it has bouncing projectiles. Bouncing and piercing projectiles. I wonder how that works. And also fires a hoverball. Or the junk beam, which is Zarya's weapon from Overwatch. So on the one hand, in keeping with the thing I just said, I want to take something I like never take, and the Bandito gun fits that really well. It's also like reasonable to use. It's just that it's fire rate as shit. But I love the junk beam so much. It's heavy. Hang on, let's look at our perk. Increases reload movement speed, reduces the deploy cooldown, increased blaster damage, or increased summon fire rate. So none of that really matters to what weapon we choose. Let's take the, let's up the Goblin Bot's fire rate. Let's take the Bandito gun. It'll be a nice, methodical experience. Full of lots of delicious critical hits. Bink. Just grab as much scrap as we can possibly grab. Alright. So given that we're playing a more methodical experience, let's not just run in guns blazing. Take a step back, really pick our shots. Here we go. Which way do we want to go? We want to go this purple way. Did I go the purple way last time? I think I did, and then just didn't talk about it. So, let's talk about the purple way. One of the, there's this corridor. It's full of, as you can see this, if you can see this, purple stone, demarcating it from the other areas we're in. And it's got that, big, alien-looking door at the other end of it. Did I just use the word demarcated? I think I've never used that word before in my life. And this leads to a movement challenge, traversal challenge. Okay, so normally they're more challenging than this, because this one's just fall down into here, the pit, which we've done. So let's open up this treasure box that we got and see if there's anything cool in here. The Igniter Gun deals burn damage, as one might expect. Also deals shock damage. projectiles or homing, that actually makes this worth picking up. I don't usually like it. Or power fists. They are big melee ponkers. Oh, and when you take out an enemy, it gives you extra healing, because of course you're going to have to get right up close, and that's dangerous. Half of your bonus movement speed is added as damage. Or we could just pick up 2 power cells or whatever this is. Poppy. Increases auto-critical chance by 20%, but you no longer apply critical hits when hitting enemies in critical spots. I think let's just take the igniter gun as our second weapon. Yep. And right back into the meat of the level. Oh, I was going to talk about the monorail thing. So yes, you can grind on the rails, but you, as just happened, sometimes little bots will come out of these holes and travel along the monorail. And they are like I was about to say Galaga, not Galaga, Space Invaders. The ship that goes along the top of the row and is difficult to hit, but gives you a shit ton of points. It is that. So we're in the safe room. Let's look at our perks that we can have. Targeting protocol. Your summons target... the goblin bots target enemies hit by the blaster, which we don't use enough, with 125% increased damage for 6 seconds. So basically that turns my blaster into a mark as well, so that's nice. Drone Zerker increases summons health by 20%. They draw enemies' attention more efficiently. When the goblin bots take damage, it increases their damage by 30% for 4 seconds. That also sounds really good. Chromatic Buddies. Goblin bots deal damage of a chosen element. Or Chromatic Tempest, which is the thing we took last time. That gives us an elemental tick. I'll tell you what, if the Chromatic Buddies do cryo damage, that means we do have all 3 of the elemental types represented. And again, I think that's very fun. So let's do that. We could take this elephant gun. It's a little like mini Raka missiles. It's not terrible. There's also the Scout Sniper, which is a sniper rifle, as you might expect it to be. Or the Atomic Mushroom. Explosions have a 20% chance to have a bigger radius, or a 15% chance to have a smaller radius. New one on me. Or Power Cell. I think let's ditch the Bandito gun for the Scout Sniper, because the Scout Sniper does the same job, only it has a scope. Yeah, it's a very slow, very methodical weapon, has a scope, can take stuff out from the whole other side of the map. Oh, we have enough power cells to upgrade our guns to, like, rare quality. Well, one of them, if we wanted to. Which, let's do that. Alright, so now we have a rare igniter. Let's go to the Oasis. Because we did the ruins last time. And that was fun, but I want to show stuff off. Since I'm not being terribly chatty this week, I can at least show you the cool environments. Which I haven't really talked about. The opening area, the Badlands. It looks like a valley from a Roadrunner cartoon. All orange cliffs and sparse scrub grass and cacti. with little bits of what look like oil refining stuff all over the place. Machinery. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word machinery. Someone find anything back there? No. It's fine. Alright, just stay away from those mines. Please and thank you. Ow. Okay. That's fine. We can in fact run into one of those mines, and it's okay. Not more than one. Oh, get down. Get down, please. Thank you. Just chock full of health, those, Oh, I should probably call you something. The... monorailers? Sure. Let's go with monorailers. Oh, let's also deal with this upgrade before we enter into the next area. Your summons deal 30 cryo damage to enemies, dealing damage to them. So they have, like, spike back, but it's cryo. Increases weapons magazine size by 25% and energy by 15%. That's interesting. Black powder increases explosion damage by 10 and the radius by 10%. And toaster specialist increases energy weapon damage by 15%. Let's take the magazine upgrade. Then move on. Are there interesting weapons in this box? There is the junk rifle, which is a pretty good junk rifle. A tomahawk and a Tesla rifle, which is good, but I sort of have the feeling it might explode in our hands right about now. So, you look at this water bottle. Let's just take a power cell. And then over here we can level up our weaponry. Can we upgrade the quality? Nope, we need a lot more power cells to do that. But that's fine. I'm pretty sure this purple homing igniter is going to get us through pretty well. Oh, there's a spawner. That's fun. Definitely need to get rid of the spawners first. Otherwise, of course, they'd just be spawning all day, not contributing anything to society. Please. Ow. Okay. Oh, so there's the... Hang on. There's no way I'm gonna kill it before I kill everything else in the room. I just want to get really close to the worm over here, so that you may see the worm closer. Just a big, spiky slug. So most, and I haven't been doing it because I'm both bad at remembering to do it, and also not very good at it. But you can jump on most enemies' backs to deal damage to them. Oh, good job, Goblin Butts. You took out that slug all by yourselves. I'm very proud of you. They grow up so fast. You can jump onto, as I was saying before I got distracted by praising my wonderful sons, you can bounce on most enemies' head like it's a Mario game in order to do damage also. I find that difficult to do because keeping track of what's below me in 3D space is something I find difficult to do in this game. Unless I'm, like, looking directly down at what I'm about to land on. And normally in this game you don't want to be looking directly down because of all the things around you. Please get out, thank you. Get out of there. Go away, kid, you bother me. I said what I said earlier about my particular need to, like, have my own playlists instead of in-game music a lot of the time. But the soundtrack is slamming. I've kind of forgotten. The health pickups disappear very, very quickly. There are perks you can take that make them stick around longer, and resultantly I take those every chance I get because being able to heal yourself is useful. It's just, again, the problem, not problem, it's what the game's designed to do, to have stuff around you all the time, right? And so it makes remembering to go pick up the healths from the remembering to pick up the healths from the things you've actually managed to down slightly lower priority. Oh, no, there's a golden path over this way. So golden paths are like the purple paths that I'm just going to hit escape so I can talk about that without having to move. So the purple paths are like the golden paths. Oh, hi, Bad Red. Tracking what's directly below you is a challenge in most first-person games. Yeah, perspective, right? It's a hell of a drug. Very glad to see you. Oh, that must have been a while ago then. It's been a second since I stopped talking about that. Sorry, as I said at the top of the stream, this is the game I play when I just kind of want to go head empty and just let my Twitch reflexes out for a little while. So, like, the purple paths led us to a movement challenge. The golden paths lead us to things that are secrets or usually have some sort of quest attached to them. I've already done this one because this very, very cool Yeti wanted their board shorts back. So I brought them their board shorts back. And now the Yeti likes us very much, and every time we're here, they let us choose one of their special perks. Every 1 second repairs 1% of your scratch damage, or gathering a healing cell reduces the deploy cooldown for our goblin bots by 3%. Let's take the air freshener, because again, self-heal. What are we doing? We going this way? No, it's down. We're going down. Except it becomes up because the mini-map rotates, but that's fine. I know what I meant. And I know how to get there. Oh, we have a perk. Didn't even notice. Chromatic Suit. Choose an element. Gathering scrap generates charges that explode and increases your armor and triggers an explosion. Using deploy increases the goblin bot's fire rate. Increases critical damage and causes an explosion. Let's let more goblin bots out. What a wonderful family. I hope you're having a good evening. I forgot that I was supposed to choose a game to play tonight and made this decision something like, an hour ago. Did we go down the purple way already? We did not go down the purple way already. So let's go down the purple way already. Why are we taking so long to go down the purple way? I don't understand. The other thing about deploy is if you have all of the goblin bots you are allowed to send out already, and your deploy is ready to, and your deploy is off of cooldown, hitting it instantly heals all of them to full, which is nice. Oh, woof. We can take an ocarina, increases summon damage by 30%, but increases... Oh, okay, it makes us less effective so that our goblin bots can be more effective. Or we can just take a kunai, or a Tommy gun, with a bayonet. Holy shit. That's pretty aftermarket. They call it the can opener. That's fun. Or pick up a power cell. I like all the guns we have. Let's just take the power cell. Get down from there. Oh god, what did I call them? Monorailers? I should think of a better term for that. Rail pinata. I don't hate it, but I think there must be something better. Arctic rifle. Elephant gun. Don't think that's better than what I have right now either. Fly swatter. Increase all damage by 10% against flying enemies. Or little wheel. Swapping weapons increases fire rate by 15% for 5 seconds. No, I don't think so. I think we take fly swatter because the next set of areas has an awful lot of flying enemies in it, and they all suck. So we're just gonna go ahead and future-proof just a little bit. What do we have over here? Chestnut. Increases hero cape damage by your bonus armor. Oh, the hero cape isn't something I've been using basically at all. But you know how we can crouch? So, and if you didn't know, we can crouch. I think I haven't done it except as the precursor to the slide. But if we crouch while in midair, that happens. We just slam ourselves to the ground in a 3-point stance and do a shockwave around us. There are a lot of really cool movement capabilities in this game that I absolutely forget are there like 90% of the time. That is a me problem, not a game problem. Increases fire rate by 35% when burned, frozen, stunned, hacked, or blinded. No. Freezing an enemy deals burn damage to it. Our igniter does cryo damage, doesn't it? No, it doesn't do cryo. But our bots do cryo. So, yeah, let's let the goblin bots eat cake. We could have upgraded our weapons too, but I stand by that cake. There's an elite over here. Oh, you count as a flying enemy, don't you? Oh, good. I have to deal with you for a very limited amount of time. Hang on. Oh, the little robots that hover above other enemies, giving them shields, count as flying too. That's nice. Because they just pop in one. They just pop in one hit now. Liking it. Subscribing it. Hey, click the bell. Here's the thing about that, right? Is that the reason they say to do it is because it works. Because you sort of, as a viewer of YouTube, get in the mode of watching a thing passively, right? And then it's done, and then maybe you think about it more if it's a particularly, like, thoughtful thing, or it gives you thoughts in and of yourself, but you're done interacting with it once the video's over. So actually saying in the video, like, share, and subscribe reminds you, oh, right, there are things I can do to, like, interact with this and let the creator know that they are doing a good job. And here we are, managed to make it all the way to the boss this time. That's nice. Hey, Mechs. We do not have enough energy cells to do anything with this, so let's just go. Oh, it's Dr. Turret. He didn't go for 6 years to Turret Medical School to be called Mr. Thank you. Dr. Turret has a couple of fun tricks. The ones that you're seeing is the flamethrower, which makes a lasting area of fire that I cannot go into. Well, I can go into it, I would just take damage. Oop. Also has a laser, which they shoot out and then spin in a circle. So we have to jump over it like a jump rope. Just some good old-fashioned tracking missiles like you get. And that's that 3-laser thing that you have to. That 3-laser thing that you have to, like, sort of sideways jump out of the way of. Maybe Dr. Turret is a PhD, a professor of hot dogs. Is that what PhD stood for? I always get lost in abbreviations a little bit. Yeah, maybe he is a professor of hot dogs. You know, there's not a lot in the boss arena, but presumably he's at work, right? You don't want to just have all of your hot dogs out. Well, actually, I guess if you're a professor in hot dogs, it sort of behooves you to have a couple of hot dogs out, right? So that everyone knows. Like, you hang your diploma on the wall, the PhD next to it's like the first hot dog you made, your sort of your doctorate thesis hot dog that you really transformed with the correct amount of spices. Microsoft Word thought PhD stood for Professor of Hot Dogs. Oh. That's a shame. I know I'm going to be depressed by the answer to this question. And what version, or do you mean currently? Further increases the maximum amount of drones you can have. Using deploy grants drones a bubble for 6 seconds in addition to healing them. I think we need yet more goblin bots. Look at them. Maybe it wasn't Word, it was just some word processor that didn't like abbreviations. Ah. I only saw a screenshot. Hang on. Well, no, this isn't the thing I wanted. It's, I'm trying to bring it up, but I am not finding... I'm not finding the information I wanted. Although I have just learned that Mo Willems has a picture book called The Pigeon Finds a Hot Dog. And I'm glad that the pigeon has a hot dog. I like the pigeon, and I wish well for them. They should not be allowed to drive the bus. Let's upgrade our igniter gun. And I guess we'll upgrade our scout sniper too, that I have not been using, because honestly, this igniter gun slams. I maybe should have saved those power cells for, to come over here. And, oh no, I can't upgrade the igniter gun to legendary quality. Because I need some sort of special gun juice to do that. And I do not actually know where to get them. I think I got one once. If you're going to hang the first hot dog you made on the wall, you better bronze it. One would hope, right? I think that it doesn't matter what kind of doctor you are, having rotting meat in your zone is probably not the sort of message you want to be putting across. Minigun, crossbow. Let's just take the power cells. What do you have? You have things I can't afford. Forward in charge. Okay, so this is the area I was talking about. The, what the fuck is it called? It's called Gardens or Pharma or something. It's the sort of agricultural area of the big city that we are nominally on our way to. I mean, not nominally. Well, we would get there if, I mean, we'll get there, because I'm not going to die this run. This is going to be a good run. I'm going to take this baby all the way to the moon. Spoilers, I suppose. Let's go the other way. Actually, let's use the bounce pad and bounce up here. Get a little more vantage point. Yep, okay, well, that was going really well, and then someone figured out that they had missiles. So... Oh, it's you. Makes sense, you're the elite. You can tell the elites because they're shaped basically like us. Get down here. I'm trying to put together something between, like, portmanteaued with robot and pinata. Or cyborg and pinata. Nothing's really coming to me about it. Call you Zenyatta? No, I think that's something else. You get out of there, please. Please and thank you. I would enjoy. Wow, being able to spit out that much burn damage is really, really doing something. Oh, I think I missed the pinata just a little bit. I'll just call them pinatas, that's fine. I want to have a clever name. But it's fine, I gotta sort of stay alive first. Oof, okay. really hate this one. Because this is the, it's big and it's tanky and it flies and it does, like, 4 things and all of them are really not difficult to counter on their own, but they hurt like a motherfucker if you get hit by them. So the, like, mine rain, the rain of mines, the double laser spit, it does a sort of dash thing too. And all of them terribly painful. Hey, I gave you whatever it was you wanted already. Igniter gun, yep, just upgrade it. There's a lot of go fetch quests, not fetch quests, but like exploration puzzles, we'll call them, I guess. I got up on the second layer of the ruins when we were in the ruins. There's little things you can find that give to bots like this who are just sort of standing around wanting something. And once you do that, you unlock alternate pathways. Like, we could go this way if we wanted to, and that's a time trial in there. I don't want to do that because I'm bad at them. Because I get too zeroed in on making sure the way is clear, and I should, instead of that, be just dashing through, but yeah. Taking down a burning enemy has 15% chance to trigger burn explosion, and given that our thing does burn damage, I think that's the best play. Soap increases weapons pocket reload speed by 150%, or a dart spitter, or a windmill rifle. Absolutely, let's take the hot dog. Let's us become a professor of hot dogs. Why not? Why shouldn't I hot dog it? I like that it transitions pretty smoothly from the, you're just hanging out in a safe zone, sort of slappy, calm bass, into this. Into the full battle, into the full fight music. Get out of there. What are you hiding for, baby? Show me that smile. That's bad. I don't stand by that thing I just said. I need to pull that out. I do dislike these little tiny turrets. Because they are... It's not that they're terribly difficult to see, but with so many flying things in this area, it's difficult to... Pinatomaton. 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 I'm saying it a couple of times so that I'll be able to say it smoother when I actually find it, because that's really fucking good. Pinatomaton. Let's take an upgrade. Increases the goblin bot's damage. Yes. Our family is an unstoppable force. There is a pinatomaton. Managed to say it pretty smoothly. And we just barely managed to get it down. They also drop guns. But with as many options to upgrade your weapons as you have in this game, I find that the idea of just replacing this wonderful, beautiful, rare igniter that just sort of showed up in a box versus this common Valkyrie rifle. Even though it is level 5. That's a pretty good Valkyrie rifle. It is not better than this, though. It's not quite the Diablo... No, it absolutely was worth that few minutes it took. It did a great job. We're just gonna... actually just take, like... just half a minute here and let our deploy cool down a couple times so we can have as many goblin bots as possible. Accidentally hit the mini-map instead. Okay, what does do that? Alright. It's a good thing we did that, because I forgot that this was the... I was trying to... I guess it's an arena. I was about to say the wave-based thing, but it's not waves, really. It's just there's a lot of motherfuckers in a very small area. And some new ones spawn in, but it's not in, like, a pattern. You're just like, oh, you took out enough of them that it's time to throw in some new ones. You can actually see that bar up there at the top left, or not at the top left, but in top center, which I guess my head is blocking some of. But that bar is showing us how many enemies we have yet to defeat before they stop spawning more. Please do not hit me with your robot gloves. No, I let the goblin bots... I let the goblin bots down. I'm sorry, goblin bots. Is that all of them? Yeah. We even managed to get back up to, like, almost half health. I'm just gonna stay back here and do as much damage from a distance as possible. Okay, or you're going to run in and jump me immediately. So here's the thing. I guess I hadn't really sat and thought too much about the game design's like checks and balances much. But I suppose the fact that I was complaining a little bit earlier that the health pickups disappear very quickly, and I suppose that part of the reason for that is to make it a risk, right? Because you can stay back and you can just sort of ship damage into a box and cower behind a corner, but as long as you're not getting hit, that's fine. But once you're getting hit, you really do need that healing. And you sort of have to poke your head out to get it. Here we are in the energy center. Is this the... No. The energy center is the... it's like a hydroelectric dam. The next level is the city proper, which I like because it's a nice big open area. Like Doom. Do you mean in terms of the heal, risk, and reward? Yeah, it is a lot like Doom. What is this way? Nothing, because it was a one-time pickup that we got already. I think it was one of the crystals. Thank you very much for your heals. I appreciate you. Dual Rascals, Razor Launcher, Cucumber. While you have no scratch damage, increases all damage by 15%. That sounds good. Does that include the goblin bots? It says all damage. Oh yeah, exactly. If you want loot, you have to go over and actually interact with the enemy. And that carries with it certain risks, but, you know, that's why it's a game. Upgrade igniter gun? Yeah. Purchase junk beam, purchase blunder, but I really want to pick up this junk beam. I know I'm not going to use it, but I want to pick it up anyway. Okay, let's take this power cell, so I don't have to look at the rest of those options, and then junk beam. Yeah. Please get out of the sky. I do not like you in the sky. Thank you. Well, being on the ground isn't ideal either, but at least you're not in the sky. I think the Helidobs are floating down slower than normal because the game's struggling just a little bit. There we go. I'll drop something actually worthwhile with a flare gun. Nah. Did get another perk. We can take Chromatic Mastery. Increases all damage of the element and grants it an additional effect. What are the rest of them good? Geared Buddies. Choose an additional weapon for your goblin bots. They use it in addition to their starting weapon. Do I just want to make their cryo better, or do I want to give them a whole new tool in the kit? I want them to give them a whole new tool in the kit. Explosive, ray doing auto-critical, or explosive marking projectile. Explosive missile, I think. Actually, let's stay back here and make sure that the, make sure the thing goes. Take you down. Upside down, inside out. Oh, please get away. So, I haven't been talking about that either, because I've been just trying my best to stay the fuck away from them. Certain enemies will throw up that purple dome, and if you are inside of the purple dome when it goes off, then you become... what does the game call it? It's confused. Your controls, the WASD, are reversed. Ugh, do I want to do this one? Do I want to? I do. Just need to be... Oop, nope, stay down for that. Then jump over that one. Wonderful. Exactly what I wanted. Ionic Palm's Comet Cannon. What are you? The explosive projectiles, extra fire rate, extra damage against marked enemies. We don't have anything that does marked. It's hit scan. Projectiles instantly hit rather than travel. And has a 20% chance to fire a shotgun blast. That's actually quite good. It's not going to beat out the junk beam, I don't think. Let's just take the power cells. Oh, what does the banana do? Increase explosion damage by 25%, but decreases it when hitting multiple enemies at once. Yeah, let's just take the power cells. And heal of our goblins to full. Which way are we going? This way, in front of me. Get down. I love the junk beam so much. Again, it's just fucking Zarya's gun from Overwatch with a little bit more wobble. And as a result, it can be really, really precise. Even with the extra wobble. But damn, this igniter is... It's really hard to switch off of. Here we go. So how is a tank game going? I've been trying to keep up with the VODs. I find it a little bit difficult because I keep meaning to message you and tell you that the sound is weird on the VODs. It is, I did catch the first episode, and I think, like, half of the second one. They are weird how, sometimes you can't hear people's voices at all. And sometimes they're very quiet. What I think is happening is that the game is trying to output, like, surround sound, and... but the streaming software is only putting out stereo. I find it difficult to explain. But the game looks very fun. It's what, Valkyria Chronicles? Did I get it right? It's one of those. There's a couple of game franchises that I have difficulty remembering the names of. Oh, no, fuck it, we'll just get in here. Because in here we can summon as many drones as we want. How you doing, Rappa? Increases shock damage by 20%, but you can no longer stun enemies, or increases hero cape damage by 200%, but reduces the stomp radius by 50. We're not using hero cape at all. So here's a fun thing. We have 3 paths. I've completed the 3rd mission in Valkyria Chronicles, and I've figured out I can save in the middle of a mission, so that should ameliorate getting a required character bodied in 1 turn. Good. It's always nice when your troops survive. Soccer Shoe increases head bonk damage. We could get a power cell. We could get guns that aren't interesting to me at the moment. Bowtie increases all damage by 30% against enemies with less than 25% health remaining. Okay, that just finishes folks off quickly. And actually, yes. And actually, that works really well for bosses. I was going to say it, so we have 3 ways out of this room. And they're locked off by doors that are controlled by this thing, except they're not controlled by this thing, they're controlled by that thing. And depending on what kinds of elemental damage we can do, we can choose to open different doors, but I think Igniter Gun just does fire. Yeah, so... Oh, hang on, what does Junk Arquebus do? Or not Junk Arquebus, Junk Rifle. Or Junk Beam, rather. And it does no elemental damage, apparently. Does it happen a lot, necessary characters getting absolutely moved like that? Because I guess in a game where the sort of two flavors of combatants are one person running along the ground with a rifle and whole tank, that's probably something that can happen pretty quickly. You. Stop trying to explode me. Exploding turret, what are you doing here? Oop, upgrade. Oddly enough, it's the whole tank that usually gets killed. Rough. Just because there's too many people on it, or like should the tank just believe in itself more? We can take oiled gear, increases... Pardon me, I shouldn't have tried to speak before swallowing. Increases drones' additional weapons fire rate by 35%, decreases their starting weapon fire rate by 25%. Choose yet another additional weapon for your drones. They use it with decreased fire rate, or we can increase our fire rate by 15%. Oh, an enemy tank rolls up and then spends 3 whole turns shooting me. Rough. Which is the thing you can do if you're out of infantry. Oh, so I guess you're, incentivized to take out the tank first instead of the infantry so that they don't have access to that, massive rubber band pull, right? The scanner or the javelin? Let's take the javelin, the one that has autocrit. I mean, I guess you'd be incentivized to take out the tank anyway, right? Because it's a tank. Got to remember to keep deploy up. Would love to get out of this corner. Manage to... Ow, okay. You were too small. I did not see you. Ooh. That's very nice and shiny, but I'm going to read this first. In this case, the problem is that the tank shows up when I walk into the enemy base, which on the first try happened with the last action on my turn. It just doesn't exist on the map before that. That seems wildly unfair. I mean, this is better than the igniter gun on every single metric. I think I can't not take it. Like, I am not immune to legendary weapon. Ooh, I forgot the vulture rifle was a... It's not necessarily fair to the CPU that you can save in the middle of a fight. Yeah, that is true. That's what makes, like, the Sans and Flowey Undertale fight so, interesting, right? That Jesus Christ, this is what I've been doing to people this whole time, feeling. Need to replay Undertale properly sometime soon. Because apparently, Deltarune 1 and 2 are going to be... Or Deltarune 3 and 4, rather, are going to be released over the course of the year, and, that game kicks. Restore our health to full. Made it to the second boss. How about that? Should we upgrade the junk beam quality? Not really, because I don't see us putting down the vulture rifle, honestly. Unless we get something else that's legendary. We can't level it up here, no? No, okay, Chef Ball is gone. Just hit Q to get our last goblin bot out, and then... Oh, God, is this the fucking roller coaster worm? Yes, damn it, okay. Sir Catercoaster. So that thing I said earlier... about being able to grind on rails. This is, where you learn to get good at that. Or, you know, you don't. And then other stuff happens. Fortunately, this vulture rifle seems to be going really well. Well, got flipped around, but that's probably fine. I need to be paying slightly more attention to where those mines landed. Oh dang, oh dang, oh dang. Got it. Got there, didn't get there. Bouncing more. Okay. Okay. Come on. Please. Thank you. Okay, wow. Alright. Oh, we performed 5 head bonks in a row without landing, presumably because I, kind of got stuck on top of Sir Catercoaster there for a second. I think that's Scout Sniper? I don't think so. Every 6 seconds deals shock damage to an enemy close up. Heart necklace increases armor by 16% while you're within 7.5 meters of one of our goblin bots, and that actually just sounds good. Let's just take that. Salt shaker, battery, police whistle. I don't think so. Is Chef Paul around here somewhere? No. Shuriken, Tesla rifle, balloon and shell. Alright. Let's upgrade our, sharpened wits, I think. Increases critical damage by 10%. Deployed grants drones and vulnerable bubble for 6 seconds. Yeah, I think so, actually. Ooh, big red dot. Oh, so, the city. I was going to talk about it when we got here. So, it's a different kind of setup than the levels we've been doing, which have been mostly gets from one end of the area to the other end of the area. The city is much more open, and you can see up at the top there we have, well, you're actually missing part of it because of my head being in the way. But there are 4 pictures of robot bosses, of which that massive red circle on our mini-map at the top right is one. We have to search the city until we find all 4 of those, and then the door at the other end will open for us. There we go. And chill little bubbles. Well, not anymore. That bubble does not last very long, huh? There's also in the city these, oh, there's one. I was looking around to try and find one to demonstrate, but yeah, just a little turret on the wall. Much like the in the ground turrets from the farm area, the garden area. It's they're just little annoyances that are harder to hit than I might like. Oh, there's another one of the big bosses over there. It's the caterpillar one. Oop. Well, what did I get for waiting around? There we go. And stunned. Damn, you're just hitting with all of the elements, aren't you? You have cryo in there somewhere? Oh, yeah, you do. Those missiles do cryo. Wonderful. Flak cannon. Damage and 25%. What is that? What did your shot actually look like? Am I going to take anything else over this? Yes, I am. I'm going to take these strawberries, actually. No, there's another legendary thing over here. 3D glasses. Performing a headbutt marks all enemies. No. Increase all damage by 20% against stunned and staggered enemies. Picking up a power solar wrench. Triggers an explosion. None of those are terribly interesting. I'll tell you what. It's 10:13. So let's actually just hit escape right here. And I'm going to go to a little bit of a break. And get some water. Do a stretch. Suggest y'all do whatever self-care is useful to you. This might be a great time to go to your social media of choice and check out whatever mutual aid efforts exist there. Boost along people's asks if you can. If you have a little extra money to hand over, hand it to someone who needs it more. Because the only way we get out of this is through. The only way we get through this is together. Yeah, that's I will just I'm just gonna mute myself but leave the game audio going because it's good audio, and catch you back here in 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. It says the game audio is very quiet. Has the game music been very quiet this whole time? Yeah, the levels look like they're, like, not even doing anything. I'll just take this up by, like... %40%? Nope, no, I'll crank it all the way back to 2. I thought so, but a lot of people seem to disagree with me about what volume of game audio is appropriate. Well, you know, I'm looking at the levels is the thing. And just kind of seeing the... I hadn't noticed that the audio wasn't even really creeping into the yellow. So we're back to where we're going, which is to say, trying to find these other two, the two that I haven't defeated yet, the mini-bosses, which again, you can't see because they're behind my massive head. I don't really have a better place to put the head, so it's just gonna be there for a moment. Can we get into the art gallery? We can get into the art gallery, where there's this massive Mosasaurus and a Bobross. Hey. You're new? What are you doing? Oh, you have cards. That's interesting. So, how do I explain this idea? So, you get cards for defeating an enemy a certain amount of times, or using a gun, or a weapon, I guess, because the middle one's this, and that's not a gun. Or using a weapon a certain amount of times. That hasn't really been an ongoing concern for me for a while, because I've mastered most of these weapons. That's what the little blue dot with the star at the corner of the weapon portrait is. But if I decided that I actually did not ever want to use Ionic Palms again, I could just pick up this card, and it would be technically mastered. There's no in-game upgrade for the gun once you master it. It's just a mark showing you've done it a lot. But if I didn't want to bother with that, I could just buy the card here. I don't want to do that. I'll use those palms someday. Was there a chest in there that I just completely missed? Yes, there was. Right in the middle. Vulture rifle. Ionic sniper. Bowl. Onion. Increases summons fire rate by 15%. Yes. Make our terrible children just that much better. Ow, okay. You get down there. Oop. Didn't realize there was a whole crew on the other side of that wall. Alright. That's fine. We're doing our best. We're making it happen. Does this right click do anything? Oh, it does the scoping, right. I think it charges up. Pardon me. I think it charges up extra damage when you scope. But I don't use the vulture rifle a lot, so I guess let's just like try it. Is that what that little bar is? I was about to say it's like a BR, meaning battle rifle, and then realized that that might be slightly confusing. Let's take the perk. Chromatic Blaster. Choose an element, increases all damage of that element, also blaster deals damage of that element. Chromatic weapon, same thing, but for the regular weapon, or triple blaster. Let's take this. Actually, let's close this for a moment so that I can see what the vulture rifle can already do. Intersector, it does shock. And our goblin bots do cryo, so I might as well take burn and have all three. The mini boss is just on the other side of this wall. Eep. Wow, there's a lot of fuckers in there. This isn't even the way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Just hop over that. Did we get there? Yeah, we did get there. We just need to figure out where this last one is. And I guess we do that the old-fashioned way by just picking a wall and hugging it. Oh, no, actually we can see where it is. It's over this way. On the larger version of the mini-map. Just need to figure out how to walk through the city. There we go. You know, the city could use some public transit. I guess that's what all the monorails up there that we're not using are for. Oh, you have a drill for a head. That's fun. I'm gonna stay back here where you can't drill me with your drill head. Oh, no, you've come over here. Alright. Let's replace those fallen goblin bots. Oh, there's a gold room over that way. Let's go check that out. I don't remember if I opened the gold room on this level. So let's go see what that is. What are you doing? So, what you're seeing is a particularly good run of this game. Like, our little friends are pretty unstoppable. I lucked into a really, really good gun. What do you want? Okay, for this to open, you need to kill all 4 of the big bots in under 22 minutes? That's a tall ask. No wonder I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of trying to wait to get to the point where I can actually, like, clear the game consistently before I start angling down on the really hard stuff. Is this sound better? I know it's up further, but I don't know if it's up enough. Is it audible, and am I competing against it? I shouldn't be, because ducking is presumably doing its job. But I can't tell from this side. Ooh, yep. We can just take these, the Uzis. It's got a rocket jump for some reason. Freezing an enemy has 20% to trigger a cryo explosion. Increases healing cells efficiency by 15%. Actually, I think the extra healing. I think actually just the extra healing. Yep. Oh, well, over this way now. You're definitely not competing. I'd probably turn it up a little bit more. Alright. We'll just wait until that is in the... like mid-green range. Oh, let's just crank this all the way up, and then... that looks like it's about where it should be. Yeah, I can just turn it down in my hardware a little bit. Nope, it's not like that. That's how the enemies. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? Oh, over that way, the way we haven't gone yet. That makes sense, over the bottom left of the minimap. That sounds good. Wonderful. This away. Got some cookies while I was up. They're, like faux Girl Scout Thin Mints that we got while we were out shopping. We are having to, be cautious and ration ourselves with them, because, we are otherwise capable of sitting and eating an entire fucking sleeve of Thin Mints in one go, and we're trying not to be that person anymore. Upgrade our weapons mag, heavy weapons. Let's do extra cryo since we picked up that cryo perk just a little while ago. Yep. Hop, hop. All right. I can also eat one every time I walk through a room and walk through that room 20 times a day. Yeah. So it's been so long since I've gotten this far in this game that I don't actually know what this level wants with me. It's got two, I'm just gonna move the damn head. I'm just gonna live down here on the bottom of the screen where it's not gonna overlap anything else. I think, yeah. Pardon me. But at once, like, you need to take care of 2 rifts, I guess? I don't know what that would mean at the moment. We'll see. I guess there's a whole lot of the purple block around, so the, there's probably a whole bunch of those traversal rooms. Maybe it means those? We'll figure it out. Just hug a wall until you find an objective. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I did not mean to open that tomb. You can't just say it's been and then pause for a full second. I am terribly sorry to have done this to you. Nope. I think I just got snuck up behind. Might have done. Nope, it's fine. Goblin bots took care of him. Okay, so that's what stunned does, by the way. It locks you in place until you complete a series of button presses. Fortunately, it is always 3 button presses, and the buttons are always the same button within itself. So it'll always be like DDD or WWW or SSS. Ow, 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 ow. Nope, nope, hack. Oops, whoops. Good to know it's not a quick time event. Isn't it still? I think it technically is a quick time event still. It's just, you know, relatively easy. Oh. No. That's fucked. That's fucked. Okay. Ooh, we can get the big missile battery. I mean, given that I'm not using the junk beam anyway, I might as well take the great big missile battery, right? Oh, and getting in here did knock off one of the symbols from the top, so yeah, apparently it wants me to do another one of those rifts before it opens the door. think there's another boss in this zone. It's been 2 levels. That's usually when they put a boss in. I am so glad that this gun has ricochet. It is really making those little fuckers down there a lot easier to handle. No, you don't. Okay. God damn, these little goblin bots are just fucking everything up so well. I'm very proud of them. Weapon shots have a chance to ricochet onto another enemy? Yeah, honestly. Increase elemental damage by 10, healing efficiency up. Yeah, let's just do more ricochet. Chain lightning goes in every slot. Ow. Please stay back. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh, that was a card I just passed. I'll turn around and get it in a second. But those were the cards that Bob Rossbot was selling. What's that one for? It must be the ground spike turrets here, right? Because I haven't gotten this far very often, so I wouldn't have killed a lot of them. Nope, it's the Pyro Pawn. Oh, one of the elites, the Fire Elite. Okay. We almost got through that clean, but that's fine. There's only so clean it has to be. Oh, plus we get our scratch damage back by just standing here. Love that. Hourglass increases weapon damage, but decreases fire rate. Splasher rifle, junk rifle. Let's just take the power cell. I'd like some healing cells, but I think there's not any available. Well, there will be once we get over to that green part over there and we find some more enemies, then we just need to be careful. Speaking of, let's make sure all of our goblin bots are as full to bursting as they're going to get with delicious healing energy. Hang on, this way. Okay. No, you get out. A little bit more healing. Oh, that's fine, because we have a little heal bot right here. We could get a Hornet Bow, we could get a Typhoon minigun. Honestly, no. I'd love to be able to upgrade that, but I can't. I could give it more magazine size. Or 15% more damage against elites, Goliaths, and bosses. Actually, I think that's a great idea, because we're about to fight a boss right now. And further, I think the next level is the big boss level with the big bosses, so... let's crack this open and see what it does. Uncle Jim! Oh, you're going up. You're going up. Like Puzz 3D. Oh no, the acid underneath me also is rising, along with Uncle Jim. Oh, no wonder Uncle Jim had this, spiraling thing installed to make sure he could stay out of the acid. The Vulture Rifle is really just making short work of this whole business. Crud. Crud. Got lost in the... That's coming up a lot faster than I thought. Let's, future-proof and just get a little taller. Let's be a baller. Ow. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it so much. I'm so exposed. Okay. Feel like we barely got there, but we got there. Let's take an upgrade and sort of use that as an excuse to breathe for a moment. Oiled gear increases drone's additional weapons fire rate by 35%, reduces deploy cooldown, increases our fire rate. Let's see that. And continue, as we indeed head off to the moon. We might win. I kind of didn't expect to. I kind of expected to just kind of fuck around with some runs and, like, have a good time. This is legitimately the best I've done in this game for, like, months. Right. So, the secondary paths, I talked about them in just a little bit, that you unlock through giving, doing fetch quests for NPCs. Usually the end of them are one of these crystals. And these crystals make our experience in the boss room a lot harder. Not a lot harder, a little bit harder, each of them. But you can turn them all on at once, if you have access to all of them. Which we don't, because the purple one, definitely, and I think the gold one over there, are locked behind time trials, and again, bad with the time trials. Let's restore some health. The Behemoth Shotgun. No, I don't think so. Taking an enemy down with critical damage has a chance to automatically gather pickups. That does something if we're crouched. I don't really ever want to be crouched. Let's just do it. Let's just go in here, into the moon. Actually, I've just realized I've never tried to get up on top of the temple before. But we can. Oh, no we can't. There's an invisible ceiling. Oh well. So here's the power crystals. The ones that are lit up are the ones that are active. Suppress the hack files reinforcements on the moon. Oh no, they make it. They're usually harder. Having the crystals makes it easier. Right. That's why it's a reward. Right. So deactivates all lasers on the moon, opens access to the lunar cache, and reduces the amount of elite enemies on the moon. It also slows Iris's overcharge speed and health, the ones that we don't have. But that's probably fine. Iris is the rogue AI I was talking about earlier. She got a hold of the wrong end of the stick, is the problem. I'm just gonna die here, like, real quickly. I forgot how hard the moon was. Ugh, am I gonna be able to get to that healing time? Yes. But at what cost? Oh, that's the worst possible fucking time to be stunned. It's okay, I got out of it, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna circle counterclockwise. Just like Hideteki Miyazaki intended. Miyazaki. Oof, this is just a series of fucking, yeah. Oh. You're new. I think I've never been in this room before. This must be where the lunar cache is. You, my hooded friend, want 3 gun juices, and I, again, don't know where to get even one of them. I'm sorry. So this one time I was on a road trip with some friends, and we stopped at a gas station, because we needed to just, like, we were tired, and for reasons we had to drive all the way through the night, and we just wanted, like, some snacks and caffeine, so we went in, and this dude asked me if I knew where I could buy weed. I had to explain I understand why I was asked that question, because at the time, we were sort of... I don't know how to explain the fashion sense we had during that period of our lives, but what I was actually wearing was, like, jeans and a t-shirt and a plaid checkered blazer and sunglasses indoors at night. So I get why I might have looked like I knew where the weed was available, but I didn't, because it was very far from home, and also I hadn't started smoking weed yet. Oh, please. Please get down. What the hell just dragged me all that way? You. Unfortunately. Okay. Do you know where to buy weed? Like, not around here. If you care to drive all the way to Oklahoma, I could maybe hook you up with some people. Except I probably wouldn't, because I don't have those kind of connections. I am not the hookup person. Do not increase summon fire rate, yes. And I think this is the final boss, and I say that because there's a very long descent. Can we get up there? I don't really see how. And here we are. Actually, the big door. How the fuck did Mechs get here before us? Let's heal first. Let's do the thing we know it's gonna be, and heal. We can upgrade the vulture rifle, and 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 we can upgrade the vulture rifle. We're not allowed to upgrade the vulture rifle anymore, they made us stop. I occasionally have to tell people that I can't give them a cigarette or let them borrow a lighter because they don't have any. Yeah. I just had to tell someone that today. Just, because we were out waiting for a bus, and, someone else came along waiting for a bus, and, wanted to pass the time, and it was just like, you wanna get a lighter? It's like, sorry, I don't. Smoke outside. I don't particularly look like a kind of person who smokes, it's just that's not a specific kind of person around here. I'm not going to dock where you live, but it's just one of those things where enough people smoke that basically anyone could smoke. Hi, Iris. I forgot that you looked like a spider. Hey, trigger warning for spider face have. We just need to do the classic video game stuff and just knock out the eyes as quickly as possible, deal that damage, and avoid all of these fucking bullet patterns. Oh, that's an unavoidable hack, huh? That sucks. Like me, I'm an unavoidable hack. Yeah, pretty much. It makes sense. It's kind of the same thing around here, too, where... like, they keep raising those prices on cigarettes, and people continue to buy them. Of course, someone named Iris has weak points in the eyes. I am trying to think of a creature that has notable eyes that... for whom that would not be a weak point. God, we are so close, actually. We're absolutely gonna do this. Yay. We just blew a hole in the fucking moon. Oh, there's a second stage. Obviously, there's a second stage. The Iris Core. It's got hands now. And it knows how to use them. Oh, whoops. Okay, so when you drop into the floor like that, that's a stun. I don't know how I missed that laser light show, but it's fine. Okay, that's cool. I just need to pay attention to which of these lasers it is and what height I need to be at. There it goes. Yeah, got through it. No better for next time. That's so many fucking rockets! That's more rockets than in that game Rockets, 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 Rockets. Unless I've fed too many rockets in there. I've not actually played it, it just keeps showing... I was about to say it keeps showing up in my Steam, which is incorrect. I own it technically from Humble Bundle years ago and just have never redeemed it. Ooh. Hey! I think snake eyes are covered with transparent scales. Oh, I think that is true. And camels are like that too, for different reasons. Hold on, says Max. There's no need to blast Iris as it lays shivering in this pit. Iris, are you okay now? Huh? What happened? Humans? Earth? Buddies? What have I done? Snap out of it. We need you now. We got a lot to do. Points down at blasted Earth. Huh. Oh yeah, that even took us like right up to the end of screen time. I guess we'll let the credits run. Aww. That's cute. Look at I was about to say look at all of our row buddies, and all of our row buddies are great, but this is a lot more humans than we've seen at any other point in this game. I guess now that Iris isn't overly defending their territory, folks are allowed to come back in. Humans, come to pay me tribute. You steal men's souls and make them into your slaves. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. Your words are as empty as your soul. The earth ill needs a savior such as you. What is a human? Miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you? Love it, as a matter of fact. Never gonna be over. It's one of those things that's just grooved into your head after a little while, right? It's an activation phrase. Or it's like that one little piece landed in there and suddenly the whole marble slide is going down that one groove. I'm certain I had something to say about this game, which it's very good. If you enjoy first-person shooters, you should maybe think about getting this game if you were looking for a new first-person shooter to play, because it's a pretty good one. It is... A lot of the fun is in the, in doing all of the puzzles and fetch quests and stuff that I've mostly done, so you didn't see any of that. But actually exploring the spaces like properly with all the tools at your disposal is very fun. I've seen a comic where Dracula's on Jeopardy and the clue is the riddle of the Sphinx. So I'm trying to figure that out a little bit. So the clue is just like a man, and then Dracula answers what goes on 2 legs in the, or 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, 3 legs in the evening, and into a box at night, I guess. No, the other way around. So he is asked what goes on one. What is the answer? Is it just a man or a plucked chicken? Oh, right. Buzzes in to go. What is a man? Got it. Got it. It connects back to the other thing that we were just talking about, the Castlevania thing. Didn't catch the connective tissue. It's like that sometimes. Thanks for playing. Thank you for making it. You got a standard victory. Hey, I guess that's the first time I've ever actually finished a fucking run, because we just got the achievements for finishing a run. Cool. We could restart, but I don't want to. I want to go to bed instead. So, thanks, oh, we've unlocked gadgets. The sunglasses. Sunglasses drastically increase your damage but reduce your health. You can activate them in your gadget rack. Try them if you want. And we've unlocked a higher difficulty because we defeated this difficulty. So yeah, thank you, Bedroot, for stopping in. Thanks to anyone who watches this as a VOD. Like, share, subscribe, the things. What's next? Given that I just, like, had a pretty incredible run and finished the game, maybe I won't do this on Friday. Maybe I'll play something else. I might play Vampire Survivors, actually. It's been a while since I've played Vampire Survivors. I'm sure they have a DLC I haven't played yet. Oh, right. I don't think I've got the Castlevania DLC yet. That might be what we do. I'll figure it out over the weekend, but it'll be me. Still, September. Which is who I am. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep safe out there. Love you. Have yourself a good night.